Number 4 was also on the video. Well, not the whole thing, but the video got you started. I showed you on the video that this is like a cinder block. You see this in construction sometimes. So these faces that go all the way around are congruent. You can tell by the dimensions because this is 8 inches and this is 8 inches. So because that's a square, this A is repeated 4 times. There's 4 of those. And this weird, let me get a different color to highlight. This face has a hole in it. So face B, it's an 8 by 8. It's an 8 by 8 square, but with a 4 by 4 hole in it, a square hole. And so when you do an area like that, you do the area of, I need more room than that. The area of face B equals 8 times 8. That's if I had the whole square. But then you subtract the square hole. You subtract the 4 by 4 hole. So you get 64 minus 16 is 48. So the area of face B, and there's one over here also, one back here also. So there's 2 of these, there's 4 A's, there's 2 B's, and then the real tricky part about this is there's a face C that you really can't see. If you were, let's say this was a concrete cinder block and you dipped it in paint, wouldn't there be paint that would get into this rectangle on the inside right here? So you have to realize that there are 4 more rectangles, we'll call them C, which are 12 by 4. There are 4 C's that are 12 times 4 or 48. So your surface area equals these 4 that I've highlighted yellow, 4 area A's, plus 2 of these that I've highlighted light blue, 2 area B's, plus 4 of these interior surfaces, these interior rectangular surfaces that I've labeled C. So your surface area equals 4. We never did do the area of A. It's 12 by 8, so 96. 4 96s plus 2 48s plus 4 48s. Interesting. Interesting that these are the same, right? It gets more interesting than that. I'm not going to do 4 96s. Even though you could use a calculator, but I think there's going to be a shortcut here. I can see it already. Plus, if I have 2 48s and 4 more 48s, isn't that 6 48s? And isn't 48 half of 96? So if I have 6 48s, don't I have 3 96s? And if I have 4 96s and 3 96s, that's a total of 7 96s, which is 630 plus 42, 672 inches squared. Now let me check my key, make sure I'm not lying to you. Nope, that's right. Okay, so count the minus number. If you feel like on any one of these, if you feel like you were like, here's a good example, this was a good example. You found certain areas correctly, but forgot other ones or miscalculated other ones. If you want to count this as minus 1/2, you can do that. But like in other words, if you didn't get the right answer, but you got part of it, you could say minus 1/2 instead of minus 1. But just, there's 4 problems, so either report to me by email or on discussion board, minus 0, minus 1, minus 2, all the way up to minus 4. If you want to tell me minus 1 1/2, that's fine. Just let me know what your grade was so I can get it in the grade book. And don't forget that I'm available on the optional Zoom at 1 o'clock for your class if you want to go over any of these or talk about anything or just say hi. All right? Thanks a lot. Bye.